So pretending this is the fabric, you just put your cardboard bits on it, around it, and then when you cut it you leave a little bit of gap. Cut out your material, and then it would cover the cardboard like that. So that's the material for the base. You'd cut 2 of them, and you do the same for the lid. And the material would have a little bit of gap, just like that one. And for the side, put the cardboard on like that, leave a little bit of gap on this side, and a little bit of gap on this side. And then just mark it like that, and cut out the material. And to measure the material for this, start at the line on the cardboard, put it at the bottom of the fabric, and then roll it. Mark where it stops, and then leave a little bit of gap here, and then you'd only cut this much material. So this would wrap around here. The extra bit at the end would be to make sure you cover the whole thing, and then you can stitch it. So for this you'd cut 2 of these, one for the outside and then one for the inside. And then for this you'd do the same with that, except the strip would be thinner and it would still have a little bit of gap on the sides, like this. So now we're going to cover the cardboard with the material. So you would take the material and wrap it around. You can also use a paper clip or bulldog clip or anything to hold this together, and then start stitching over here. So you would take a thread, a long one, and then bend it so that there's a loop on the end, and then thread it through the needle. But since I got 2 broken ends, I just tied a knot at the end, and make sure there's a little bit of a long tail at the end. So we're going to do a blanket stitch across here. Put the needle in here, then make it come out where this line is. Then at the end of your thread should be a loop, and if you tied a knot, just open this to make it a loop. Then put the loop over the needle. Then pull the needle. So now it kind of hooks onto it. Then you go in this bit again. Make sure there's space between your stitches so you don't have to do too much. Then pull through. Then you can hold it to stop it from tangling. So when you do that, it'll create an outline. So continue doing the same thing. Put the needle in, make it come out here, hook the thread over the needle, and pull through, holding the thread so it doesn't tangle. So I've only done 5 stitches. If you did them too small, you'd take too long to do it. Then to finish it off, just pull it because it's going to be loose, and then go back into the last stitch that you did. So this will secure it, and you can just kind of put the needle anywhere where there's thread. So I'm just going to put it in here, then come out here, and I'm just going to go under, over, under, over. So this is kind of just hiding the thread. So you finished it, went back into the same stitch to secure it, and then just go anywhere where there's thread, and then you can just cut it off. So where you ended here, the long tail is kind of weaved in there, so it shouldn't come loose. Then where you started, there's that tail over there if you tied a knot at the end. So that's the tail end from where I started. So I just put the needle in anywhere, inside the fabric and then out. And you just pull it in. So now it's hidden inside the fabric. So then you do the same with the inside fabric. So put this on the inside, take your clip, hold it, push it out a little bit, and then clip it here. So you're going to do the same to this, like what you did with this. And you can see it's kind of loose, so you have to tighten it after each stitch. Then at the end, just go through the last stitch to make it tight. So I just went through that 2 times. And then I'm just going to weave through here to hide the thread. So I weaved all the way to here, so now it's on the inside, and I can cut the thread. Then with this end, I'm just going to put the needle in there. And then pull it through. So now it's on the inside. So this stitch is meant to be seen, so this is the good side, and this is the bad side. So flip this one inside out, because this is going to go inside the cake. So that when you look in the cake, you'll see this bit, and you won't see that.